it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today we are back with another DIY embellishment video. Today we are going to use this Spellbinder Stitched Fringe Cape die. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby whenever they did their massive clear out of all the dies when they was getting rid of all of it. Probably like, what, a year ago now? But I have never used this die, and I thought a lot of you guys may have picked it up also. Don't know if y'all used it, but it is meant to be stitched. If you know me, you know stitching is not my thing. I don't like it. I like using a sewing machine. I do not like hand stitching anything. So I did not stitch mine. And this one is what I created. And I did it kind of a 4th of July theme because it's going to be for a layout of someone's birthday that's on July the 5th. And I thought it turned out really cute. I used lots of different things. Instead of stitching, I used stars. I used diamond dots. I used sequins to bling it up without stitching. So it's still super cute. So you could do it in any theme and any colors you want. And I was going to show you guys, I have all these little hearts. I'm going to do a rainbow. I'm just using scrap paper for all of it, but I did all the rainbow. And going to create it. But I have these little hearts I thought I could use to jazz it up some. And I have these little things like this. I have diamond dots. And I had more stars here that I could have used. But all of those came, I have some stuff like that already. Y'all know that I use in my shaker mix. But this came from these. And these are what I picked up at Hobby Lobby on the clearance recently. They were in the regular clearance section. But they are sold as sensory embellishment kits. So this is from one of them, and I got them, I think for $3. I think it was $3 for each kit or something like that, which I thought was well worth it. And it has all these little pieces in it. So, but you could use whatever. You could use bling that you have. You could use other pieces, shaker bits. So, let me show you guys how I put it together. It's super, super easy. But there's nothing to glue it onto. So, what I did was, I just started out with a piece of scrap white cardstock, and then just glued them on in order. So, let's just glue these on. Okay, and once you have how many layers glued down you want, then I just went through and trimmed right up under the edge of all of this. So that you can't really tell. And if you wanted to, you could ruffle up some of the fringes. I just didn't on mine, but totally could. We'll do it a little bit on this one. I didn't worry about punching all the little holes out either, which, you know, you totally could. You could totally stitch it if that's your thing. It's just not mine. But I didn't poke all the little holes out on my centers because I'm going to glue stuff over it and cover it up anyways. So look how cute. So then you have your base, and I cut it out in the metallic foil so it would actually look like a cake plate. And just glue this on here. Now you could ink it, you could distress the edges, you could do lots of things on here to give it some personality, to make it your own, to do it in whatever colors or theme you wanted. And then you have your candles. So I just cut the candle flame part out in yellow, and then I took a marker and drew in the little red tips. And then I cut the actual candles out in just white glitter because there were so many colors already on both of the cakes I made. Alright, so then I'm just going to glue and attach the candles right here. I just put a little bit of glue on them, spread them out evenly the way I want them, and then just lay this on it and press down. And you could do a gazillion candles, or you could do one, or ever how many. It just cuts out 3 at a time, so that's all I did. And then, like I said, I have these little hearts. I thought I would match up colors. So let's see. I know I have purple hearts, so, and whenever I'm adding on this big stuff, I usually only do every other one because they're a little bulky and I don't want to be shoving it all in. And then this pickup tool is fantastic. Alright, so that is going to be our cake. You could totally do these as like a wedding cake. You could do personalized birthday cakes. Of course, if you have a stamp that says happy birthday, you could cut a little strip and do that. You could turn it into a card, which is, I think, what they did here on the front of this. But it's super cute, right? And see, there's one extra layer because of the color of the rainbow. But those were really easy, super quick to cut out and put together. You can embellish it any way you wanted. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that it inspires you. If you want to have a chance to win the rainbow one, all you have to do is leave me a comment on this video, and I hope that you will come back and hang out with me again. Until next time, bye y'all.